Hello? Hi. Do you? Sure, I'll play.
This is a test test. Test test. This is a test test.
You're good.
Perfect. All right. Excuse me for the technical difficulties. This is my first time having to run this stream solo, but we are back for some Monday Night Football here. We've got some Week 4 action between the Pigskins and the Lions. Route 66 versus Unoleon. Two juggernauts, two playoff hopefuls, two very, very good coaches. So we should have a really, really entertaining game for you here tonight on the Backyard Sports Center. While the coaches are setting up their playbooks and defensive and offensive alignments and all that good jazz, we'll go ahead and give you a rundown of these two teams' rosters, because if for some reason this is your first Backyard Online Football League stream, and if it is, welcome in, then just to give you a quick update, each week there is a set list of players that the teams and the coaches are allowed to pick from, so you can't just pick anyone and everyone each week, and you can't pick the same players each week, essentially. So you get slightly different rosters each week. Keeps it fresh, keeps it exciting, keeps it balanced between the different coaches. So for our lineup tonight, the Pigskins, led by Route 66, have the GOAT, Pablo Sanchez. Oh, no, excuse me. They do not have Pablo Sanchez. They have Keisha Phillips. They have Keisha Phillips, Dante Robinson, Gretchen Hasselhoff, Tony Del Vecchio, Ashley Weber, Maria Luna, and Angela Del Vecchio, as you can see, kicking the ball away. We'll get to the Lions lineup here in just a second. As you can see, some of the players for the Lions. Pete Wheeler was back to accept that kick, and it was back into the end zone. Pete Wheeler, Lisa Crockett, Annie Frazier, Ricky Johnson, Ernie Steele, Mikey Thomas, and Ronnie Dobbs. A full Backyard Sports character lineup tonight for both teams. No pros whatsoever. And we are underway here. Pete Wheeler under center with Ricky Johnson out wide. Ranging back is Pete, getting chased by Tony Del Vecchio. He's going to try to run it himself, but Tony Del Vecchio, not a sack. He does gain 3 yards falling forward on the tackle, but a short gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 17. Moving right to left on your screen. Now a split formation, still Ricky Johnson solo at the bottom of your screen. Pete Wheeler again ranging out. This time he's got plenty of room to run, getting converged on by all 4 players there on defense. So another run play from the quarterback, Pete Wheeler. A good gain there, sets up 3rd and short now, 3rd and 4 on their own 36-yard line. Again, that same split formation with Ricky Johnson at the bottom of your screen, Ernie Steele and Annie Frazier at the top. But this time he's getting pressured by 2. He's still going to run for it. He's going to get the edge and pick up the first down and then some, tackled by Dante Robinson, but not before Pete Wheeler scampers over midfield. He is into Pigskin territory, 1st and 20 with the ball on the 46-yard line for the Lions. Your trips formation now at the top of your screen. Wide open field at the bottom. It's a dual route at the top, but the pass goes to Ricky Johnson, who catches it, and it is immediately tackled. Looked like 2 wide receivers were both running go routes there at the top of your screen. They were well covered, so they went for essentially the check down there in Ricky Johnson. And again, a modest pickup on first down. 2nd and 13, now in the 40-yard line of the Pigskins. 27 seconds have elapsed. Bunch formation now. Pete Wheeler again under pressure. Gets the pass away. Caught by Annie Frazier. Wide open. Touchdown, Lions. Annie Frazier and Ernie Steele were both wide open. A well-designed play as there was 2 blitzers there from the Pigskins. Not able to catch the speedy Pete Wheeler, of course, because how could you catch the fastest kid in the game? And just like that, it's 6-0 Lions. Going for 2 now. I formation. Andy Frazier in the backfield with Pete Wheeler. Pete Wheeler takes it, looking to throw back across his body for Ricky Johnson in traffic. Makes the catch. 2-point conversion is good. A clinical drive from the Lions. Eat up 35 seconds. That was, I'm going to say it, 6 or 7 plays. Only because I believe that is the true number. As this one is a good kick. Has to be picked up by Dante. Played out of his own end zone. Tackled by Pete Wheeler. Fumble. Recovered by the Lions. Oh my goodness. That was a beautiful kick. It bounced back into the field of play. Did not bounce through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Dante Robinson forced to take it out. And a huge opportunity here for the Lions. 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. Again, I formation with Andy Frazier in the backfield. Pete Wheeler looking for a block. And oh my goodness. It looked like Andy Frazier was going to block. And then she let go of the block. Pete Wheeler went to then pass her off of that release, but it was overthrown, dropped, not sure what, miscommunication there, but still 2nd and goal on the 3-yard line. Incomplete pass. Looking for Annie Frazier again and again. Incomplete pass. Boy, Ernie Steele was wide open in the back right end zone. Missed that one there. So again, 3rd and goal now from the 3-yard line. 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. If the Pigskins somehow hold the Lions here, that would be huge, but they've got to do it 2 more times here. Pete Wheeler looking for Ricky Johnson, and this time the catch is made. Touchdown, Lions. And they have jumped out to a commanding 14-0 lead, most likely going for 2 again here, as that is the meta in the backyard online football. Extra points are not usually kicked. Oh, and right as I say that, I got ahead of myself. They are going to just kick the extra point, and it is right through the uprights. The kick is good. Ricky Johnson doing it himself, catching the touchdown, kicking the extra point. 15-0 Lions, and a smart timeout here from the Pigskins. Calm down, collect yourselves. You're down by 2 possessions, but you get the ball here, and you'll get the ball to start the second half. So if you're able to take up some time, drive down the field, get a score, preferably a touchdown, you'll get the ball back to start the second half, and it'll be a brand new ball game. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. This kick should take all of that, so you'll get the ball. Assuming you don't run it back here on the kickoff, you'll get the ball to start the second quarter and try to milk some clock, get down the field, score a touchdown, and get right back into this thing. The kick is away. Time has expired. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Dante Robinson, this time not taking any chances, runs out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So, to start the second quarter, 15-0 Lions. Pigskins have the ball. This will be their first true offensive play as they fumbled on the kickoff. Dante Robinson at quarterback. Keisha Phillips sidecar right. Snapped. Lisa Crockett and Mikey Thomas pressuring. Dante Robinson throws back across the field, but much too long for Keisha Phillips, who was covered by Pete Wheeler. So incomplete pass. 2nd and 20 now. Still on the 26-yard line. Moving left to right. And I agree, having Pete Wheeler at QB is incredibly scary. I mean, it's like and wide open is Gretchen Hasselhoff getting chased by Pete Wheeler to the 30, to the 20. Maybe Wheeler might catch her to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Pigskins. A 77-yard strike to Gretchen Hasselhoff. And they're right back in this game. And it looks like they will be going for 2, possibly. And they are. Bunch formation, Gretchen Hasselhoff solo at the top of your screen. Dante Robinson gets the pass. Gets the snap, throws into the end zone wide open as 2 rushers again were pressuring Dante. Keisha Phillips, it's now 15-8 Pigskins, down by 7. They're going to kick the ball away here. 42 seconds left, plenty of time in the quarter. They've got to come up with a big defensive stop here, and that one takes a weird bounce off of Pete Wheeler's head, picked up by Annie Frazier, and is run out of bounds. 1st and 20 now on the 19-yard line. 32 seconds left after that kickoff.
The Lions will start in good field position.
So here's Pete Wheeler, tripped formation at the top of your screen. Lisa Crockett snaps the ball. Running is Pete Wheeler. A design run all the way. Tony Del Vecchio, one half of the Italian Stallions on this Pigskins team, tackles the speedy Pete Wheeler. Again, not a sack, falling forward is Pete Wheeler, but only a gain of 1. So 29 seconds left on their own 19-yard line. Again, taking the snap and running is Pete Wheeler, and forced out of bounds by one of the Weber twins. I think that's Ashley. So 3rd and 8, 24 seconds left. And as I was saying, Pete Wheeler, like the backyard football version of Michael Vick, RG3, Cam Newton, take your pick. I don't know. One of those classic dual threat quarterbacks. Here's again a bunch formation. Ricky Johnson at the bottom of your screen. Pete Wheeler again takes a snap, runs, and tries to throw the ball, but Tony Del Vecchio, my goodness, at a huge speed disadvantage, but really doing a good job of closing down those angles, smacked that ball away. It's 4th down now, and will they go for it? Will they kick? They are going for it in their own territory. Huge play here, bunch formation. Annie Frazier behind Pete Wheeler in the backfield. Getting chased is Pete Wheeler. He's going to run all the way, and he's going to dodge the tackle from Gretchen Hasselhoff. He's off to the races. No one's going to catch Pete Wheeler. He's going to waste some time here running along the goal line, and he is in. Touchdown, Lions. Pete Wheeler showing off that dual threat speed. Gretchen Hasselhoff looked like she had Pete all wrapped up, but missed the tackle. He takes it all the way down the field. 5 seconds left in the half. It's 21-8 Lions. And I spoke too soon last time, but they are going for 2. Trips formation again at the top of your screen. Pete Wheeler takes it, running down to the bottom, throws back across his body, and that play is blown up in the backfield. Kind of like a bubble screen in real football, but the Pigskins sniffed that one out, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So last play of the quarter here, of the half, Dante Robinson is going to have to try to run this one back. Dodges Lisa Crockett, getting chased by Pete Wheeler, though, and tackled by Lisa Crockett in the end. And that will be halftime. The Lions commanding lead right now, 21-8. Pigskins do get the ball back to start the second half, but a big drive here. Gotta get 6 and get to a 1-score game here. You gotta play defense. Defense has yet to be able to stop the Lions. Granted, one of those possessions was a short field. As that one is kicked away and into the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 20 on their own 20 at Pigskins. Maria Luna, ISO at the bottom of your screen. Dante Robinson takes it, rolls out. A design run all the way. And a good chunk play on 1st down, 11 yards. So 2nd and 9, ball on the 31-yard line now. Only took a few seconds off the clock, and time is precious if you are the Pigskins. Bunch formation now. Keisha Phillips in the backfield. Dante Robinson takes the snap, ranges out to his right now, throws back across his body, intercepted by Lisa Crockett. Oh, Lisa Crockett was putting in the jam on Keisha Phillips, who that pass was trying to go to. She disengages from the jam and mosses Keisha. Another turnover from this Lions defense, and they could put the nail in the coffin already if they score here. Pete Wheeler takes the snap, roams, throws it, and nobody home. Throws it in between the trees he's got out there in Ernie and Ricky. So second down now after the incomplete pass on the Pigskins 33-yard line. Bench formation, Andy Frazier in the backfield. Pete Wheeler, after a few seconds, snaps it. Again, runs to his right, throws it back across his body, intercepted off the deflection. Dante Robinson. Oh, Pete Wheeler misses the tackle. Dante Robinson, this could be a pick six to the 20, to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pigskins. Oh my goodness, what a pick six from Dante Robinson. Keisha Phillips deflected it off of her head, I think. And Dante Robinson picks it up, takes it all the way home. Oh my goodness, and what looks like what could have been the nail in the coffin after the Pigskins' own turnover. And the Lions got the ball in enemy territory. Turns into a pick six, a huge pick six, and we've got a ball game now, folks. Oh my gosh. And yes, Pete Wheeler showing off his speed. Missed the tackle and still almost caught up to Dante Robinson, who's got a fair amount of speed himself, but not quite like Pete Wheeler. So all of a sudden, what a momentum shift. 21-15 now. Lions have the ball. 18 seconds left in the third quarter. You still got to stop them because you still got to keep it within one score. Tony Del Vecchio again, the Italian stallion, deflecting that one away, maybe with his hands, maybe with his giant head. Not sure. Now the Detroit Lions are calling a timeout. Collect themselves there. As I mentioned, the momentum has all of a sudden shifted in favor of the Pigskins. Second down and 20 after that incomplete pass. Again, split formation. ISO Ricky Johnson at the top of your screen. Pete Wheeler is getting chased by Tony Del Vecchio, and Tony Del Vecchio wreaking all kinds of havoc. Mikey Thomas is getting beat off the line every time. So a big third down and 26 now on their own 13-yard line. Bunch formation, Ricky Johnson getting jammed. Pete Wheeler gains the edge. And oh, a huge tackle there from, I believe that was Gretchen Hasselhoff. Fourth down and 13 now on their own 26-yard line. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Will they punt or will they go for it? Punting is not a popular play here in the Backyard Online Football League, and they are going for it. Trips formation at the top of your screen. 4th and 13. Got to get to the 40-yard line. Pete Wheeler ranging down to the bottom of your screen. Throws back across his body. Annie Frazier wide open. She may take this all the way. The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Lions. Oh, my goodness. Gutsy play by the Detroit Lions and Unoleon there. And another touchdown, and it's again a two-possession lead. And they're going to make the safe call and just go for the extra point, and it's blocked. Oh, the extra point is blocked. So they thought they were making the safe play and just kicking the extra point for one instead of going for two. But a big block there, and we'll see if that comes back into play. But time is of the essence here for the Pigskins. 56 seconds left in the game. Now that is a long time in Backyard Online Football. You can think of it like basketball time. 56 seconds at the end of a basketball game takes forever. Clock is always going to stop after every play. Fired into a group of players, and it's not a Pigskin that catches it. It's a Detroit Lion, and that may be the nail in the coffin. Now, I did say that before, and the Pigskins came up with a pick six. But they're going to need some more magic like that, as this is the first time I've seen this formation all night. All 5 players lined up in a straight line. Pete Wheeler takes the snap, Throws it back across the field to a wide open Ricky Johnson. I thought Andy Frazier caught that for a second, but it was Ricky Johnson.
It'll be
But
second
a good recovery there. And 2nd and 4 now, 41 seconds left. If you're the Pigskins, you've got to force a turnover here. And then go for essentially an onside kick. And I think we may be in danger of having an ill-timed crash. As does happen quite often with a game from 1999. And if you've watched any of our backyard online football league streams, you've definitely seen a crash or two, or 4 in a row like we had last week. And with 41 seconds left in the game, this is quite the ill-timed crash. So we'll have to see what the coaches want to do about this one. With 41 seconds left, Lions have the ball, a 2-possession lead, and threatening to make it 3, or at least run out the clock. It's going to be up to these coaches what they want to do, if they want to try to reset, or if this may in fact just be the game itself. We'll have to see. You would certainly understand if the game was called, considering you're down 2 scores, you don't have the ball, there's only 41 seconds left in the game, so to reset to this point would be a lot of work for what would take a miracle to come back and win this game, most likely. And while these coaches talk it out and figure out how they want to handle this, and they are, in fact, going to try to reset. They said they're going to give it one shot. So we'll see what happens here. So while they reset, a quick recap if you joined us late. The Lions, first possession, methodical, all the way down the field, scored a touchdown, went for 2-point, got it. And then first play for the Pigskins on a kickoff return, fumble, recovered by the Lions.
Hello? Wanna play?
Took a couple of tries from the 3-yard line, but they were able to punch it in. That put them up 2 scores.
Bring
And
it
then
on.
a huge Andy Frazier, 77-yard touchdown, cut the lead in half. And then there was another Lions touchdown, and then a huge pick 6 from the Pigskins to get them back into the game. But then they gave up another touchdown to the Lions, and it stands at a 2-possession lead. And the coaches have decided to just run a full quarter, so a little bit of a benefit there, slight benefit if you're the Pigskins, because you get some time back there. So they get a full 60 seconds, as the coaches are going to have to go through the in-game draft and pick all their players again. So now there's 60 seconds left in the game. Lions will still have the ball, up by 2 possessions. But 60 seconds is enough time to pull it off. You get a turnover, you just get a quick score, and then you try to onside kick it to get the ball back. It's certainly possible. And as they say, if it's popsicle, it's possible. So this might be popsicle. We'll have to see.
Hello, all you football maniacs.
And it
It's
seems
time
like
to
we're ready
throw
to go,
down the old pigskin with all your
as the
favorite
in-game
football
draft is
players.
finalized.
Reporting from sunny Phillips Field, the
And you
little
can see my
Pigskins
counterparts
and the
there,
Detroit
sunny day
Lions.
and Chuck
Hello,
downfield.
football fans. Welcome to another exciting
They do it better than I do, but I try to do them justice. And then here's the other part of a reset that takes quite a while. You've got to, each time you start a new game, if you ever played backyard baseball, maybe you haven't played in a while, maybe you've forgotten. Each time you start a new game, you've got to reset your playbook, put the players where you want them to start, quarterback, wide receiver, defensive setup, special team setups. So you can see why a reset is not the easiest thing in the world to do. But it seems like the reset is finalized. It seems like we're ready to go.
It looks like
Once
Maria
again,
is going
Lions
to take the
lead
tip. Pete,
by
to
2
receive it.
possessions, and they're going to have the ball
Nice
here.
drop.
As this one is going to be picked up in the back of the end zone. No, that did in fact go out. A little bit of a visual glitch there. So a touchback. Lions have the ball now.
The
And I believe we're just
Lions have it
starting
at the 20.
right off the rip, like we said, giving a few seconds back here to the Pigskins, but playing until the end of the first quarter. So we are back from that crash. Pete Wheeler under center, trips formation, a quick pass to a wide open Ernie Steele as it was an all-out blitz from the Pigskins. And this could come back to hurt them, and this could be the end of the game. And oh my goodness, a smart heads-up play there from the Lions coach. Not, in fact, scoring a touchdown. He's going to go out of bounds at the 24-yard line to try to waste a little bit more clock because that makes sense. You're up by 2 scores. Yes, scoring now would put you up by 3 with not a lot of time left, but instead of giving the ball back to the Pigskins, you might as well take your chances here. And if you've got Pete Wheeler, you can just do this. Gain a few chunk yards at a time, run out of bounds, milk that clock even more, and you still have a pretty good shot of going up by 3 scores here as it's now 2nd and 10 on the 15-yard line of the Pigskins. And a throw back to Andy Frazier, and a fumble and picked up by Dante Robinson. Oh, this could be the play that gets the Pigskins back in the game. Time is ticking down. The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Pigskins. Oh my goodness. Well, don't count your chickens before they hatch. This game is far from over. And I don't believe they were resetting the down and distance. I believe they had agreed to just run it back, playing the full first quarter out. So I believe that was a live play when Ernie Steele went out of bounds. But they could have been resetting the down. And I think we're going to get, oh no. I hope this isn't the second crash in a row. That would be incredibly unfortunate. And if we do indeed have a second crash. No, we don't. Okay.
Maria for the extra point.
Got me scared there. Okay, so Maria Luna is in to kick the extra point. Right through the uprights. No issues there. And so with 22 seconds left in the game, it's now a 1-possession game.
Maria will kick
And the
off.
Pigskins are going to try the
receive it.
backyard football version of an onside kick. It is
Bring
away,
in
but
at
it's
the
right to
49
Lisa
yard
Crockett.
line.
Oh, not the best luck there. And taking no chances with a fumble. Lisa Crockett runs backwards out of bounds. And so 16 seconds left. It's not over. It's not over. You can still force
The
another
Lions
fumble here,
will start at
assuming
their
they don't
own
throw the ball.
32.
Trips formation. Pete Wheeler again takes it and runs down, getting chased by Dante Robinson, who misses the tackle. And there goes Pete Wheeler down the sideline. Oh, good tackle from behind by Keisha Phillips, but it didn't force a fumble, which is what you need because now there's only 8 seconds left. And so really your only hope here is force a turnover and score often.
29
So if you're the Lions, all you got to do is make sure you don't turn the ball over here. Pete Wheeler throws it back across, an incomplete pass for Ricky Johnson, but it took off 3 seconds. No harm, no foul with that incomplete pass. So this may be the final play of the game. 4 seconds left. Pete Wheeler probably going to run around, do a little dance, and then chuck the ball downfield, or just run it out of bounds as time has expired. And the Lions hold on for a Monday Night Football thriller. The Pigskins refuse to go away. They got some timely turnovers and some big plays, but a few costly turnovers themselves. They were not able to come back from that, and Unoleon and the Lions are your winners in Week 4 on this Monday Night Football stream. And what a thrilling game it was. So that is going to do it for us here tonight on the Backyard Sports Center. We'll be back soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but hopefully soon with another Backyard Football stream, or we'll be back probably sooner with a RBBL, a Backyard Baseball Offline League match of the week sometime in the next few days. But until then, this is Ben Bath Beyond signing off from the Backyard Sports Center. We'll see you next time, Backyard fans.